So to replace the condenser, all you got to do is simply remove the side covers. There's going to be a cover here that you just unclip and you can move it off to the side. And then what you're going to do is there's going to be these clips that connect. You just push it in. It's a push tab right there, and this pulls up. There's a sensor right here. Place that, disconnect the connector. Here's your low pressure side, I believe. Torx T maybe 30. And then on the bottom right there is going to be your high side, I believe. And same deal on this side is these little tabs. Just push them and the condenser will pull right out for you. No need to put it into service position. All you do is simply remove this. It just unclips. You see there's little clips, so just carefully remove that, and then as you can see, you have access to the line Torx bolt. You're gonna have to, before doing anything, obviously recover the AC. As you can see, it's recovered 0.66. So that Torx T30 bolt is undone right here, and he simply pulled the line out. You're gonna have to replace that O-ring right there. Try to get it to focus. There, this O-ring. It should come in the kit. And now we can undo the top one. So what I like to use is this kind of tool here. It's a 46341, and what I did was I just filed it, the end of it, so that you can get in like this, and you just press slightly like this just to disconnect that lower line, and then this whole thing just comes out. Once again, as you can see from bumpers on, condenser unit is out. You're going to want to transfer that sensor over, by the way. And I'm going to just fix this wiring real quick for this guy with some electrical tape. There's your tensioner. So here's the compressor, very simple. There's just 3 bolts holding it on. Remove that belt, 16 mil tensioner right there. Just put a 16 mil wrench on there and push down. Your belt's gonna come right off. As you can see, here's our new compressor. It'll come with this extended harness. Just go ahead and undo this bracket because it won't reach for you. Clip that in. 3 bolts, 13 mil, 1, 2, 3. Whole thing comes off. Okay, so the new compressor is in. As you can see, the new O-rings are installed, and it comes with new bolts. And then the connector, I ended up just zip tying like this. And then the belt goes on after. Once again, 3 bolts, they're 13 millimeters on the side. Super easy. Next, I just have to put in the condenser. And as you can see, I just
went over everything with electrical tape, just so it's good for at least another couple of years, because if you leave exposed wires, it'll eventually have a short somewhere. Yep, that's it. On the condenser, what you're going to want to do is transfer this sensor over. I believe this is the pressure sensor for the refrigerant. So he's going to take it from one condenser and put it on the new one that you got over here. That's the new one. Okay, so you're gonna remove these little brackets. You're gonna hear some, they come shipped pressurized. You're gonna hear some pressure release when you're opening these. That's okay, as long as you don't have it open for more than a minute or two, because there is the filter in here, which you don't wanna soak in a lot of moisture, so make sure you're ready to connect the lines. So it just drops in real easy, as you can see. Just like that on that side, and just like that on that side. Connector here, connector here. And then on this side here, as you can see, plenty of access to get to that bolt right there. And then a new seal will go on there as well. The other thing I like to do is replace these valve cores every time. It's super simple. You just twist them out like this and put the new one in. You're going to swap out the sensor like I told you before, and put some new caps on there also. During the vacuum hold stage, you're going to want it to hold right around between 29.9 and 28 roughly. You want it to stay as low as possible in the green area. So anything above, let's say 28, when you're done with the vacuum hold time, you should be okay. And then you're going to want to put in some dye. This is the R134A refrigerant oil. And that's it. So we charge to 0.55 kilograms, which is 550 grams. Our levels are slowly rising. We should be right at about 14 bar on that side and about 2.5 bar on the low side. We're gonna measure our vent temp. We're right at about 41. Passenger side 42. 42. 51 in this. 38. So right where it should be, about 38, 37 degrees. After I'm done, I always like to check everything I touched to make sure there's no leaks. So anywhere that you replaced anything, so far so good. So far so good. One more spot I want to check.
good as well. Perfect.